Hey you guys, happy Tuesday, I believe. Yep. Let's leave the kitchen for a while. I'm always in the kitchen. Let me just walk through here, sit by the window with you cuz I want to talk about, excuse me, how the narcissist administers lots and lots of financial abuse. Let's talk about the financial abuse that takes place after the discard. I'm saying after the discard because not everybody has gone no contact with the narcissist. So I can't say after no contact, but let's just jump right in. We don't have time for all the extra shit. I didn't talk about this subject because I honestly and foolishly just assumed that I was the only one. I'm like, it's probably just me going through this weird bullshit. But looking at your comments recently, and two of you know who you are. I love y'all to death. And it broke my heart hearing like what y'all are going through because it's so similar to what I'm going through. And I know how it's a word that I don't even think exists yet, but it's beyond frustrating and it's beyond heartbreaking. But if you could blend heartbroken with frustrating and create a new word, that would probably be somewhere around what that feels like to be financially abused by the narcissist. Why does financial abuse happen, and how does it happen? Well, in my case, and even recently, what's been happening with me is, no matter what kind of bank account I get, no matter what I do to alert that bank that this is going on or whatever, that narcissist seems to be able to hack into all of my shit or use my information to, I don't know, purchase comfortable things for themselves as if I owe you comfort when you were already a burden to me for God knows how long, right? When you already financially took enough for God knows how long, right? So why the fuck are you stealing from me, you sorry sack of shit bitch? When you didn't deserve what you already got and stole. Didn't you get away with murder? And now you want to dig up the body and use the pieces to eat off of? Okay, that's what that is. So in my case, he would steal things and I would find out through my bank or something once I had to dispute multiple statements and shit, right? Multiple purchases and shit. What do I have to dispute? It'll be, and it's always the same. $80 purchase for PlayStation, $25 for PlayStation, this for PlayStation, this for Nintendo Americas. It was always video games. It wasn't, and not to say that this would have been okay. It was never clothes, shoes. It was never food. It was bullshit video games for him to play while he's at another supplier's house. And he thinks it's funny, right? Just like your narc or ex-narc thinks it's funny to rob your ass blind, right? While they pay for random shit that them and the current supply get to enjoy. Now, are they really buying it for the new supply? Not really. They might if they're in the love bombing stage. But really, whatever they buy is so that they can be more comfortable at that current supply's house. They don't give a fuck whether that current supply is enjoying the things that they bought using your money and your name and your account information or not. But it's the fact that they're using your money, your name, and your account information to gain things that they did not earn so that they can be more comfortable being a bum at someone else's home. Okay? That shit right there is it's beyond disgusting. And in one of the comments, this beautiful soul mentioned that her ex-narc purchased an air conditioner for him and his girlfriend, and that she didn't know until she got the bill. That actually fucking happens a lot. And it's so fucked up because she said, I feel like he wants me to know this. They absolutely want you to know. It's not an accident that eventually you get whiff or catch wind of your money having been spent on some shit that you didn't even buy, but it's your name, isn't it? You know? It's your name, and they want you to know that they have been using your name. They want you to know that they've been stealing from you. They want it to hurt you, that they have used your stuff and your money, right? Without permission, of course, to go off and still do whatever the fuck they want. They want it to make you crazy or bring you down or make you scared financially. And when it doesn't, they keep doing it in all types of directions. I'll give you the grodiest one that was latest one for me. I had this card given to me. And the card was given to me by a government agency to initiate child support that took me 13 years to get from my son, right? Took me 13 years to get it. And what did he do? I made, and I hate calling it a mistake, I was a human being ordering food for the kids from a restaurant. And he happened to have tapped my phone from an outside source, heard me give the card number over the phone to get the kids food, and decided to write that down and steal $70 from a child support card that didn't even belong to him. And he thinks that's really funny. Not that shit like that. Okay? So if you think you're by yourself, you're not. If you think no one understands, not true. I understand. And I also understand how crazy and the lunacy that it sounds like is in your head and mind when you call these agencies and tell them, hey, I'm actually being stalked and hacked, and that wasn't me. Yeah, I know they had my social. Yeah, I know they had my address. Yeah, I know they know my first, middle, and last name. That's actually someone that I've spent a lot of years with and quality time with, that the whole time they've really just been plotting to destroy my life when I was trying to love them. So can you just erase those charges because it wasn't me? You know how crazy that sounds, even though you're telling the truth? Right. You think the narc doesn't know that? Of course they know that. That's why they do it like that. And they do it like that so that when you get that, not the bill, you won't get the bill because you've already paid for some shit that you're not aware of, right? When you see the transactions or listen to the transactions list and you're like, hell no, that wasn't me, they know that you know it was them. And they think it's funny because they feel like, haha, I still get to abuse you even though you're not talking to me. Haha, I'm a little ass kid with no job and nothing to show for my life. When I die, I'm going to be either thrown in a hole with no box because no one's going to pay for shit for me, or like just die somewhere as a Jane Doe or a John Doe. That's what's going to happen to them. Did you know that? Here's some hope. That's what's going to happen to them. When they die, and they will, more than likely, someone's going to fucking kill them eventually. Someone is going, there's only two ways a narcissist, I'll give them maybe three. Let's see how many I can come up with, that a narcissist dies. Someone is either going to kill the fuck out of them for real, no doubt. And they're going to be found in like an alley or a hole in the wall somewhere or some shit hotel. You know what I'm saying? Or if no one actually murders them, which is very likely, I'll give it an 80% someone will eventually murder all of them. Someone. They really will. If they don't get murdered, they're going to either die or be found from some form of overdose or die from some disease like shit because they don't take care of themselves at all, because they rather spread it to other people and pretend like they don't have it. Or they're going to end up crazy bums on the street that just die in some alley somewhere as some rando ass homeless person, man or woman. Or they're going to end up dying in jail and being put wherever the fuck because their parents or family want nothing to do with them and there's no one they can call and there's no fucking money on their books. They're going to be put in like a pine box in a Potter's Field situation or some shit. They will never, or they're going to die in a nursing home, or they're going to die alone. Either way, it's fucking alone. They're never going to be surrounded. No one's going to visit them. No one's going to even know that they're dead. And if somebody finds out they're dead, no one's going to give a fuck. And you know who's going to be waiting for them? Just like the narc is playing you. And they think it's funny to do all this shit with your money. And by the way, every time he steals from me, God gives it back to me. And he gives it back to me like 3,000-fold. So when he stole 70, I got 300 back. Fuck you. Okay? So every time he steals from me, I get massively blessed. Fuck you. So, yeah. Right? Every time. You cannot fuck with God's child. You can't. They just keep winning. The more you douche all over them, the more they win, bro. But the narc's too stubborn and stupid to see that because they're usually high off of some drug. Let me let you know, your narcissist is on some form of drugs. There's no such thing as them not being on some substance. I don't care if it's just like liquor. They on it hard. I don't care if it's hookers. They on it hard. I don't care if it's weed, crack, smack. Whatever it is they're doing, they're on it hard. Pills, opiates and shit. They're not regular. And guess what? While they think they're playing you, you know who's playing them? Satan's playing them. Yeah. Satan is playing their ass. Satan is playing their ass because the devil's telling them that he's going to give them this and give them that. And if you just do this for me, I give you that. And I'm going to show it for you here. You're going to end up famous and flossy and have that, right? Just like you were waiting on that narc to do what the fuck they said they're going to do, the narc's waiting on the devil to do what he said he was going to do. And guess what the devil's doing? Throwing another log on the fire for they dumb ass in hell and laughing at their ass because he know damn well he ain't about to give them shit. And they're going, when they find out, it's going to be after one of those scenarios that I told you happened to them. After somebody kill them, or they die from a disease, or they die alone in jail, or they died alone in a nursing home, or they die alone homeless in an alley, or they die alone somewhere else. The shit is going to go down. And when they wake up in hell, they're going to be like, what happened to my shit? And the devil's going to be like, stupid bitch. Should have followed God. Ha. And the devil's going to discard them into the pit just like they discarded you. Only that shit's eternal. Right? Think it's a game out here. It really isn't. It really isn't. And I guarantee you all their friends and family right now are going through that shit. And the narc is seeing it, hoping, I hope it doesn't trickle down to me. Oh, it's going to trickle down to you, bitch. Every time you touch a chosen one. It's not only to trickle down. It's not karma. Bad karma is not going to just trickle down to you, bitch. It's going to slide down the crack of your ass like soap in a hot shower. Enjoy. Just like you did that money you didn't deserve. So anyway, yes, they do get theirs. And I've been seeing a lot of his friends and people that he hung out with getting theirs so the fuck hard. It's hard as shit not to laugh, so I laugh my ass off. Anyway, I love you guys, and I hope that you know it's not just you. It happens, and you're not crazy, and it will get settled, okay? The financial abuse will be happening, and it is weird and creepy that they won't leave you alone and that they feel like they need to use you to get things because they're losers who can't even get like a cup of milk from the daycare dumpster without using your card to get it. But it'll be all right. Okay? I hope this helped in some way. But I love y'all.